My dearest tarot lovers and tarot readers, it's time to learn what tarot decks are the spookiest, the scariest ones to really get you through this season. The flavor of it all, we all love Halloween, and we need some tarot decks to help us feel all the festivities and to take them to parties and to entertain ourselves or to learn something profound about ourselves. I will start with the first deck. If you feel like you want to be in the spirit of Halloween but not spooky, not scary, not terrifying, this is your choice. A Happy Halloween Tarot deck by Sony Graves. Let's take a look at the cards. So it has this box and it has a guiding book. And the cards are very bright and very Halloween themed, but I wouldn't say that they're scary at all. They're more connected with the traditions of this festivity, the seasonal delights, the pumpkins, a lot of orange, black and white, beautiful illustrations that are entertaining and funny, but they're not scary. However, I do think they are very spirited. Which is exactly what we're looking for with these cards. So you can see a beautiful deck, perfect for themed parties, especially if you're doing parties with kids and you don't really want to scare them too much. You have those beautiful cards right here. It's mostly skeletons, pumpkins, crows, bats. I don't think there are any people drawn on the deck. Oh, here's one with the was a person, was a lady. Anyway, they are rather intuitive and they honestly, they speak to me, very fun to play with and entertaining type of deck. The next tarot deck on the list of Halloween decks is the Agatha All Along Tarot deck and guidebook. It is based on Agatha All Along Marvel hit show. It's one of the most popular kind of popular culture tarot references at the moment. It is based a lot on the show. It has this guidebook here, and the tarot cards are actually based a lot on the show. They are quite similar to Rider-Waite, just rethought with the filter of the show. So I highly recommend, if you are a fan or if you haven't seen the show, definitely check it out and get the tarot cards. So the tarot cards play a significant role in the plot. That's why there's a special tarot deck right here that you might consider checking out. And a lot of it is based on Agatha Harkness, which is a witch, the main witch in the show. Let's get to two tarot decks that I think are really spooky and creepy. Okay, number one is the Dark Grimoire Tarot. So it is probably one of those decks I use when I work with deep psychological problems, with trauma, with issues that my clients have, dark memories, or complex emotional states, especially negative emotional states. These cards are based on Lovecraft novels. Lovecraft was a best-selling author of American horror. He's the inventor of Cthulhu, if you know who that is, and he recreates some of the darkest, deepest nightmares that people have. And those cards really dive into those nightmares. You can see a lot of demons and a lot of people on the cards. They're all done in kind of like black and white sepia, not a lot of bright colors, a darker aesthetic. It has a lot of kind of scary and desperate images, and originally it was published in 2008, and it's based on reciprocity in love and how people are frequently feeling lonely and torn by demons when they are left alone. They feel isolated and separate from others. That is why this is so great for psychological tarot and diving deep into your dreams, into your subconscious, and into your current deep emotional states. I must say that the guidebook for this one is not very good. It's kind of really small ones. The one that you get always from Los Scarabeo, it doesn't have a lot of information at all. However, if you look for look at the pictures and try to make your own conclusions about what you see, especially counting some of the symbols, such as the number of candles that are available, what level the light is as compared to the main characters. What is the main plot? You'll be able to work through this deck pretty well. I might write a book about this deck and its implications because seriously, it's crying out loud for a good guidebook. It is mostly for experienced readers who are attentive to details and who know numerology and who are able to decipher those complex plots of the cards. Some symbols in this card deck, they didn't divert too much from the classics Rider-Waite, but the meanings are darker and deeper and more meaningful in many ways. For example, if you look at the full card, which is the first one, the plot, it seems to be on the first glance very different from the classical one. You can see a man tied to his chair and surrounded by demons. What is this card really about? Especially you can see the tower in the background. So this is about a mental state when you feel like you are by yourself, you can't do much, you're kind of paralyzed. You are very different from others because his clothes are white and everybody else around him is dark or black. So this person feels like they're surrounded by demons and they're the only one who is in the right. Moreover, their hands are tied if they are as if they are in a madhouse, as if they have a mental illness. And a hint about mental illness is also in the background with the tower. So you can think of it as a deep feeling of isolation, a deep feeling of elitism in a weird way, a deep feeling I'm so much different from each other. That's so profound. And there's no understanding between us. I'm paralyzed. I feel like I'm going insane, and there's not much I can do because I'm just surrounded by demons. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm headed. There's a tower that's gonna crash one day or another, and I'm gonna lose my mind by not feeling connected to anybody in my environment. So this gives you an example of what this deck is really capable of. All the extraordinary creatures that are born from chaos, the monster of Cthulhu, the insanity, the desperation. It's great for Halloween. The next deck that I'm gonna talk about is the deck of Deviant Moon by Patrick Valenza over here. And it has several editions. I actually have a really cute mini one. Here's my mini edition, and this is the full-size edition. So this one does have a separate guidebook, which is very detailed, and it's a little bit surrealistic. It has deformed characters. All of them are kind of like shaped as a moon or a crescent or half moon in different colors. This is dark, but it's rather bright at the same time, and the creatures are really kind of surreal and weird, but it's easy to decipher from the plot of the cards what the cards are talking about. And it also, because of its lunatic nature and the lunatic spread that was actually invented by the author of this book, it also touches upon subconscious and our fears and the nightmares, and also everything that is supernatural about our own minds. And yeah, I do feel it's a great Halloween deck because just look at this. This is so monstrous and so dark. Definitely a great deck for Halloween, just because it's so weird. And once again, you can purchase a separate guidebook that goes into depths. This author has similar decks, a lot of them, that he is producing. I think the latest one came out just this year, but this is the classics, where you want to start with this deck. So I don't know, share your experience. You probably know about this deck because it's somewhat popular and highly recommended, again, just for standard readings, but also it works for deep psychological readings. Dark Grimoire, I would set only for deeper, more complex ones, and this one actually works for standard questions as well. You just have to remember to discount the aesthetics and try to look for what it's trying to tell you, especially in terms of color symbols. This is rich in color, so it will give you a lot of information that you might need. Another deck that I wanted to... Another Halloween themed deck, which is more of two decks in one set, of the Book of Shadows by Barbara Moore. It just looks very Halloweeny, all black, but in fact it's two decks together. Here you can see. So one of the decks is called... The whole concept of the set is As Above, So Below, complete edition, including 2 tarot decks. So it contains one deck. As Above, it's all about mythology and gods and goddesses and high important questions. And As Below, and So Below is the deck that is very grounded, very everyday. You will see in the images that it is connected to very everyday affairs, everyday issues and problems. So let me show you, for example, 5 of Swords. This is like a school contest, and one of the kids lost, one of the kids won. And here the Queen of Wands, 2 girls in a campsite, and one of them is kind of like more of a leader. So this is more grounded deck, which comes in dark green, and then in more so the blue deck you get different gods and goddesses and mystical creatures. For example, here you have the goddess, then you have wisdom and many others. The numerology of them corresponds to tarot, so that will help you guide you through different for example, this is an equivalent for the Magician card. As far as I remember, yes, this is the Magician, but it's called the Elements. So the card that's connected to spirits and gods, it's less about people, it's more about energies. And obviously the cards that are very grounded, they have a lot of people. I think every single card is connected to people in this in the deck. So 2 decks, wonderful guidebook. It will explain to you a lot about the elements and about the symbolism and the meanings, and it's very interesting to compare 2 decks and to work with them in one spread if you want. So this is just really cool, I think, really cool for Halloween, especially for those who'd like to expand their knowledge of tarot. Last but not the least, this is not exactly a tarot deck, but I have to show you this because this is so great for Halloween. This is called Mother Maud's Carnival of Souls. It's an oracle deck by Matt Hughes, an artist that is behind the Luna Tarot deck. If you know it's more of an Art Nouveau style. So I have this gift edition. This shines in the dark, and this deck is award winning. I think it won the award as the best one in 2024. It has cute little skulls, and it is circus carnival themed. And I'm gonna show you this gift edition. Here I have a ticket for one person. I have kind of exclusive edition book, and then I have Maiden Mort card, a Maiden Mort card signed by the author. I have his autograph here, which is really nice, and the book is beautiful. So there is a storybook connected to the carnival, right, where you can kind of learn more about what each character means, but this is more of a storybook. The character guidebook comes separate here. This is what you need about the backstory of the characters, and also interpretation of each card, and here are the cards. How beautiful and Halloween they are. Just look at them. They have embossing in the back and up front. Beautiful cards. And they have all those characters that you would expect at a carnival, or maybe some of them you didn't even expect at a carnival. For example, you have, I don't know, Professor Simberg, that is very Halloweeny and weird, or you have the puppeteer. So all of those characters are kind of representations of a pile of myth and about evil or not so evil spirits that could exist or be connected to your life or the carnival. Think of your life as a carnival, actually, when you're working with this deck. And trickster characters, of course, like the Molly Wally right here. Beautiful cards. Highly recommend. It puts you in such a Halloween retro kind of vibe that they're totally worth your attention, I think. Especially if you're into oracle cards. Forgive me if you're only into tarot, but this is just worth exploring, and it's not that hard to remember them. I mean, it will take you some time to not use the guidebook if that's what you'd like to do, but you can definitely try it out. This is so great. I hope you liked this video. If there are any spooky, scary Halloween themed tarot decks that you'd like to share in the comments, please do so, and maybe I'll add them to my description of the video. Happy Halloween, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this one.